I am shocked. I am at a loss for words. I did not expect to read this on the news today when I woke up, but I have to do what I can to help out. So last night, a person was shot to death on Queens Street in New York City. At this point, I don't care if I dox my location, but this is something that needs to be said. That person was doing a food delivery at around 9 o'clock last night, and on his way out, he was on an electrical scooter. Some car pulled up, some guy went out and shot him, and he was killed. And then the car drove away, and the guy was left on the streets, bleeding out, and he was pronounced dead when he arrived at the hospital. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, there's a special case with this. That is, I know the victim. In fact, I was in his same shoe about 20 years ago. This guy, his name was Yan. He worked in a nearby Chinese restaurant for 20 years, doing nothing but food delivery for 20 years, from day to night, 365 days a year. How do I know that? Well, because I was doing that about 20 years ago. I know how hard it is when you are at the bottom and you try to work your way up. You have to do this brutal delivery business, the restaurant business, just to earn a living. This was right before all these food delivery services. This is right before that. So restaurants have to hire their own specialized delivery person to do the delivery. And I ran into weird situations, like dangerous situations, where people would try to rob me, people who are sketchy, they don't want to pay. It's not an easy job. And in these restaurants, you typically work 12 plus hours every single day, 7 days a week. I was there, I was in his shoes, I was doing the delivery in that area. How do I know him? Well, someone I know owns a restaurant near his restaurant, and he will come to our restaurant to borrow supplies sometimes, or sometimes just come by and chill when it's not busy. And I got to know him for a while, and he was always a very happy person, always had a smile on his face. That was 20 years ago. So at some point, I got out of that business. So one day I came back to visit the area, and I saw him on a C-Town, like a supermarket. He went and said hi to me. I didn't recognize him at first, but then after that, I recognized him, and that was the last time I saw him. He was a very positive person, always happy, and he was shot last night and killed, leaving 3 children behind, a young child as young as 2 years old. This hits hard for me. I don't know, I don't know what to say. He's always super hardworking. And I know this restaurant, and he was always like positive person, always never beg for tips or anything. He just does his job just to support his family and his wife. So this is a total shock to me, and I want to do what I can to help out. So there is a GoFundMe currently, and this fund will go directly to their family, to the children, to help them with college and all the medical supplies. So he's still living paycheck to paycheck, and he doesn't have a life insurance. So this is going to be very hard on the family and very heartbroken. I'm very heartbroken over this. So I want to encourage you guys, if you do have the money to spare, instead of putting that money in this random shitcoin or some random NFT, please consider donate some of your money to this GoFundMe, because this hits very hard, very close to home. And this could be another family member, right? It could be another friend of yours. And this type of violence should not be tolerated in a place like New York City, especially in this neighborhood, which I grew up in. I know how safe it is. They haven't had a crime since 2016. And now recently, we just got 2 major crimes. One of the women who was murdered and then who chopped to pieces, that was also in this area. And now we just had this killer roaming around. So hopefully they catch the guy and punish him and bring some justice to the family. So I hope you guys open your hearts and donate to this GoFundMe. I'll put the link in the description below. So I truly appreciate you guys. Please spread the word and help the family out. With that said, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.